revealing your sibling secrets. We've already done mom, we've already done dad. We've got lots of areas to explore really. But today, grab your brother, grab your sister, hop on the couch with a snack and get to watching. I'm kidding, actually. If anything, do not watch this with your sibling. Let's get started. I hate this girl. Here's why. Okay, so I had this friend that was my everything. We did everything together and had so much fun. We were basically best friends. But one day, me and my other friends decided to go to the store with each other. But we didn't invite my best friend because she said she was going to be with her siblings. So we was at the store looking at clothes and just had fun. So I decided to put it on my story, Snapchat story. And my best friend saw it, obviously, and got so mad. She was like, "You are the worst friend. How dare you not invite me?" And stuff like that. And I was like, "Wow, love, take it chill. That is just not the way to handle people's anger." But she didn't listen. And when we got to school, she told everyone that I said we didn't want her to come. But no one believed her because I had my other friends defending me. And everyone's like, "You're so weird," her name, "and you don't need to lie to get attention, dumbass." That bitch got what she deserves. But yeah, that was my story. Can you believe that a friendship ended? Someone who was your everything ended over that? Couldn't you just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were with your siblings." And then she would have said, "Oh no, that was a misunderstanding. I actually wasn't." Or, "I was, but I still would have liked to get the invite." And then you'd say, "Okay, I'll do that next time." You know, it's just communication is key. My dad's family has always been a bunch of crazy people who love to shit talk everyone and everything, especially if it involves my parents' siblings and I. But when my cousin started f***ing my other cousin, no one said shit, LMAO. I'm just seeing a picture of all of you guys at like the Thanksgiving table and someone gives you a sly remark. They're like, "Casey, you get another B-." And you're like, "Why is nobody talking about Jake and Alyssa?" So as a child, I used to play a lot with my older brother. The toys we had were mostly animals, such as dogs, cows, pigs, horses, and dinosaurs. Those were our favorite. Every time we were playing, we created a story in our heads and pretended the animals could talk and act like humans, so apparently they were couples too. Usually my brother had the boy and I had the girl, and my embarrassing young self tried to turn the story sexual so that we can make the animals have sex. I don't know how, and if that thing is possible for such a young age, but I remember feeling horny and desperately trying to create a sex scene. And I didn't like doing that when I was alone, but when my brother had the male animal, hold for plane, "I love you too. Thanks for coming." Oh, I hope he doesn't remember that because that would be embarrassing. Plus, I am now having a tickling sensation down there every time my brother is taking his shirt off around me. Yeah, I am gross. Why do I feel like crying? One sunny summer day, I was running errands with my mom and two younger siblings, brother and sister. My brother really had to pee, so he took a piss in the medium-sized Taco Bell drink. That, may I add, still had Mountain Dew in it. I was really thirsty, and my dumbass, forgetting that my brother had coated the cup with his urine, I drank it. What did it taste like? It tasted like the smell of pee, but worse. And like sour, if that made sense. Yeah, I drink pee. My brother, sister, mom, and dad make fun of me to this day. Why can't I taste it. I taste it in my mouth. I'm not trying to, but it's... Oh my god.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Hello, Alex. Hi. It takes place on New Year's Eve, 2019. Oh, that was very recently. See what happens. I was with cousins, siblings, and their friends. I only had two friends over. Let's call them Mike and Tina. So at first it was just me and Mike, and then a while after, Tina came. Mike came to the house around 8. My two cousins and my two siblings were in the den. But I got there, I was just watching some Bob's Burgers. So me and my Kevin friends for a long time, and in the 8th grade we dated. It's been an hour since Mike was here, and all we've done was continue watching Bob's Burgers and just chill out and listen to music. 30 minutes pass by and we go to my bedroom. At this point, we're listening to low-key sexual music. We're chilling on my bed when the most romantic, sexual, chill song comes on, and he starts blushing all of a sudden. And a minute goes by, we just were looking at each other, and then he says, "You know, 8th grade was 8th grade, but I think that we can make it work." I started blushing as well. Well, we started to and it went well. 30 minutes after that, we are knocking on the front door. It was Tina. Dude, what's the deal? Did you guys not take English class? Or were you the ones knocking on the door? Like you felt Tina coming and you were like, knock, knock, knock. you know, just Jesus. Open the door for Tina, you know, great her. But she pulls me aside. She tells me all of a sudden she's really into Mike. In my head, I'm going freaking crazy. I just did stuff with the guy that she has a huge crush on. I didn't tell her. But Mike overheard us, and him being the very honest person, he told her without telling me that he told her. When I tell you Tina went apeshit, she went apeshit. She went on a whole rant about how exes shouldn't get back together and a whole bunch of shit. She reveals she doesn't even like me. She was just friends with me to get close to Mike. Almost 2 weeks in 2020, and me and Mike are together. You, Tina. You, Tina. You, Tina. I used to masturbate. I have a vagina, by the way. Why do I want to make that my new intro? By squeezing my legs together really hard and like going in a circular motion. And I didn't really know what it was because I was like 11/12, but it felt good. So I would do it in class and tell people I was rehearsing a dance routine in my head. One time I did it in my friend's family's car with her parents and all her siblings. Nobody said anything. It wasn't that noticeable, I don't think, but it was definitely weird looking if anyone was watching. I'm trying to even just imagine what that... It's not doing anything for me. When you told people in class that it was a dance routine, were you like making other shit up too, or were you just like grinding one out? Obviously, that's not a dance routine, so were you like... Let me know. So I have a big family, right? My dad cheated on my mom, who he was married to, with some rando ladies, and now I have 10 half siblings, 2 full blood. Anyways, I have this really hot brother who I had a crush on. Turns out he liked me back. Oh my god, yay! On Thanksgiving we hooked up, and a few times after that. I got pregnant when I was 18, and now I have his child. Now here's the thing. I came out as bisexual a few years later, and he broke up with me. Little did he know, I was also hooking up with his biological mom. When he caught us, I asked him if he wanted to join. He did join. He got his mom pregnant. She had the baby. We now have 2 incest babies of our own. His mom came out as a lesbian and divorced her husband and left him for me. We got married and now I am my stepbrother's stepmom. There's no way this shit is real. I don't believe it. Also, you know those questions that are like, Taylor has 6 apples and gives 4 apples to her friend Charlie, who gives her 6 bananas. I feel like this is a really awesome way to figure out how families work. Vanessa's dad cheated on her mom with some random ladies and had 10 half siblings. 2 full blood. Vanessa had a hot brother who she had a crush on, who liked her back. They hooked up on Thanksgiving and got pregnant. Just loving the equation. Last Christmas, I wanted to buy my family those DNA kit thingies. I already did one and thought it would be fun for the fam, so I got everyone one. Isn't that kind of silly? Because like you all have the same DNA. When my parents and siblings were opening the presents, my mom started getting really defensive. She was like, oh, these kits have like unsafe chemicals, and I told her I already did one and it was safe. So she made another excuse and said only one of the kids should do it and we could all get a little money by selling the rest of them. Then my parents moved to the 2nd floor of my house and just started shouting and fighting. Me and my siblings on the 1st floor are just trying to figure out who's the sucker with a different dad. That is so funny. 2 things. I have this candle and in it there are about 50 toenails and fingernails. I collect them. Some of them are mine, some of them are my siblings and parents, and some I found on the ground in my house and just on the street. I used to chew on my toenails and fingernails, and once a toenail got stuck in my gums in the front of my mouth, and I haven't been able to get rid of it since, and it's been there for like 2 years. Dude. What the f***?
You're okay. You're okay.
I've always had this crazy crush on my stepbrother that started when I was 12. I'm now 17. And he was already in his 30s. Over summer vacation when we were visiting Florida. By then, he had already had a wife and kid, but it didn't matter. As long as I could make out with him. We're not super close as step-siblings can be without it being incestuous. But I think I need therapy since I still feel this way. They recently renewed their vows since that summer in Florida and had another kid. During their ceremony, I was so jealous, I stormed out and cried. I even keyed his wife's car. Sometimes I think about screwing his wife's brother just to get back at her. Plus, he's really fucking hot. Their kids are kind of cute though. I get along with them and even babysit when they're out of town. Fuck you, Michaela. Jared's mine. This is making me cringe because I'm assuming these are real names and like somebody might know and then like send this and then your like fucking stepbrother knows that you have a crush on him and then his wife is like, oh, you keep like, oh, it's so awkward. that word. Warning, sad but wholesome. So I came to the UK when I was 19 years old, 22 now, from another country. The reason I left is because I'm a lesbian. They do not accept LGBTQ people. And I was mentally and physically abused by my family. Once I arrived, I stayed with some friends from the previous country that did not accept the fact that I was gay either, and they kicked me out. After struggling a bit, I managed to get a good job, move in with my best mate, and sort my life out. Now the secret part commences. My nan was extremely abusive to me, as she actually raised me, refusing to let me make any contact with my mom and siblings, telling me they don't love me. Ever since I moved out here, I have been in constant contact with my mom and siblings, found out that she was always sending me gift cards, letters, etc., but my nan threw them all away. In addition to that, my nan would always tell me she is sick / in the hospital when she was out with her mates. Dumb old mate shared the status on Facebook, LMAO. In the meantime, I got a couple tattoos, planning to get more, to which my nan reacted badly, asking me if I'm in a gang. I didn't want to tell her I know the actual truth about what happened during my childhood because she knows how to manipulate me to forgive her. So I lied and fully convinced her that I'm in a gang. Hence why I had to get the tattoos. I told her I'm a drug dealer and I love it. She told me she never wants to speak to me again until I sort myself out. As far as she's concerned, I will never do that because I never want to speak to her again, LMAO. That's smart, actually. Now I am in a very loving relationship and absolutely adore my girlfriend. I have a hedgehog and my mates are the most incredible supportive people, and I would do everything all over again knowing I'd get to know them. I'm also going to therapy to sort out my PTSD, so things are looking good, and training to be a police officer. P.S. Everyone who's in a similar situation, hang in there and pick your fights. I promise it will get better. That was really lovely. I second that. Also, tell your hedgehog what's up. So one day on New Year's Eve, I got wasted with my siblings while my entire family was having a gathering, and I went absolutely crazy. I started yelling at my poor 90-year-old grandma and my cousins and was sobbing and stumbling down the stairs. Eventually, I even threw a steak at my uncle and threw my cat out the window. Not my finest moment. My favorite part is that you threw a steak at your uncle. Some context for the story, I'm vegan. Congratulations! No, I'm kidding. Okay, now to begin. Once one of my siblings was cooking dinner. He was making some chicken and some tofu for the non-meat eaters. I don't know how, but one piece of chicken fell onto the floor from the pan. My sibling quickly wipes the floor with a rag. I say, do you mind properly washing the floor? Sometimes I accidentally lick my sock and I don't want to accidentally lick the chicken. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Sometimes I accidentally lick my sock and I don't want to accidentally lick chicken? Oh, because you're just that vegan? Got it. Okay, wow. Just don't lick your sock. How do you accidentally lick your sock? He proceeds to tell me that I should stop accidentally licking my socks. I mean, he's not wrong. I was obviously confused because there's no way to stop an accident. Anyways, it's been 2 years and we haven't talked since. I haven't accidentally licked my socks in a while though. Wait, so I have a couple questions.
Hello, my baby. You wanna read secrets? You can read the next one. Here, just read this one.
Oh my god, do you guys see this? Hi, baby. I was secretly relieved when my brother died because now he can't tell anybody about the time he walked in on me using my mom's vibrator. So I came out to my dad. He was like, okay. Then a week later, he told my mom and she was like, okay. But my dad told me I should tell my brother. He said, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Months later, and I still don't know what that really means. What does that mean? Please, if anyone has any idea, leave a comment down below. Even just a guess. One time when I was younger, me and my brother got yelled at by our mom. We got upset about it, so we decided to go to our room and build a little fort of blankets that had a small opening. We crawled inside and put ketchup on our arms to make it look like blood. We stuck our arms out through the opening so she could think we was dead, but she never came to check in on us, so we just laid there like idiots for hours smelling like ketchup. I don't know why out of all things we did that to try to get back at her. At the time, we thought it was genius. This is sort of relatable, like not in the exact same way, but I feel like all of us at some point were like scolded or grounded as children and then like came up with this weird elaborate plan to make our parents feel bad, but they didn't notice or give a fuck. That's relatable. In the kindergarten, I put a small rock in my ear, left it in for multiple weeks. My parents weren't proud. They took it out at my sister's birthday party in front of her friends. So embarrassed. Okay, that secret wins the award for this video with the— Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. I upload videos almost every Thursday, and I will see you next week.